Hello everyone, it is Susan here, and today I am going to share with you a really old Dylusions journal that I worked on in 2015 and maybe a little bit beyond that. But I'm going to share it with you, and it is part of hashtag Flip Through Friday from Christina's Shack, and I'll have Christina's YouTube link below. And oh my gosh, okay, so this was my first Dylusions journal, and it's the big one, and oh, it just feels so yummy. I have paper flowers that I put on it. I have a stamp here of a girl. I forget the name of the company that these stamps were from. Yeah, I have a little bit of cheesecloth. I have some of that, what is it, that sheetrock tape stuff. I don't know. But yeah, so I just love just the outside of this journal. So I don't know that I'm going to share every single page with all of you because it'll take a little long, but I did want to share this. So I started this journal in a class with Diane Reevely, who of course, this is, who the journal is, that's one of her products. And I took a class of hers up in Lititz, Pennsylvania in 2015. So this is just a painted page that I had worked on. And of course, some of the pages I like more than other pages, but back then it was all about the collage. It was all about adding paints and using some sort of a matte medium and circles and just a lot of color. Yeah, so just very different, a lot of the images from magazines and everything. And even to this day, I really like to put different colors into my journals. Like this is a very, very, very bright one. This was in May of 2015. I think this was for a challenge. I think maybe. And then Diane, she was teaching us how in your book you can actually cut out this shape and you can end up with some really fun stuff to play with, and your journal will look really cool. Yeah, so it was just one of her little, tips for us, creative tips. Yep. And then we were playing around with her sprays and her stencils, and that's what that was. But let's see. All right, so this is another really bright page. I think my word was confidence back in 2015, and you can see that's what I put on here. Almost always circles. Yeah, just if you could feel it, it's very rough. Yeah, it's very rough and just a lot on it. This is one of my favorites right here, this page. So not only does it have, I'm going to move it down just a little bit. So it has, the different shapes with the different colors. And it has, again, some mesh and cheesecloth and just the different shapes. And I love the colors on this. And we have a verse right here from the Bible. So it's just one of my, I just love it. Just maybe I'm going to start doing stuff like this again. I don't remember doing this page, but just so much color, just filled with color. Yeah, this one, this was something that my granddaughter drew, and I just wanted to get it onto a page with other images that I had, not my favorite page. Here's another really bright one with another image from a magazine. Oh, this is another one that I really like. So this is, we have some images, and you know, like this image here, like I cut a hole in it and I stuck her body into it, and then I have just different images here around her head and over her head, almost like a hat, and just the different images. I even have a piece of metal there. Yeah, so yeah, and another piece of metal over here. Just, I don't know, this was in September, it looks like September of 2015. And I do keep, for the most part, something in between the pages. It can be an assortment of things. This happens to be wax paper. And I do have the wax that you can put on, but yeah, I tried that long ago and it works, but it's not what I wanted to do. So this was all about washi tape. The behind all this color is washi tape on the diagonal. I don't know that you can see that. And then I took some, it was a paste, but it had fibers in it, and I stenciled all different colors. Wow, it's like, wow, did I use a lot of colors? Like, I don't know that I would think to even do something like this now. I don't. You know, there's a book down here with the pencils, and I have little flip-flops and a little flower, and then these flowers. I don't know. There's like a lot going on, right? I don't know that anybody does their pages like this anymore. A verse. You are a chosen people, you are royal priests, a holy nation, God's very own possession. This is fabric, but you can see there's all stenciling involved here. Yeah, this was January 2016. This is another fun page. This has a lot of paint splatters and another image. Yeah, so I think I'm going to get back into this whole image thing, like that, where it's really the focal point, and like I put wings behind her, and there's just a little piece of washi on her head for some sort of a hat or something. Yeah, and of course the stenciling, but lots and lots and lots of layers. This was November of 2015. So I obviously did not go in order. Another really bright page, August 2015. Oh my gosh, I did this on Periscope. I put little notes on the bottom. I always try to date my work, and if it's part of something, I write it down. I wrote scope on here. That means Periscope. Yep, I don't know if you guys remember Periscope. It was an app, a live streaming app. This was about my bird Maui. Unfortunately, he is no longer with me. Very sad. Very sad. Oh, this is a nice page. I like this one. Of course, the Dina Wakley stamps. And just like, look at all the background. You know, I don't know if I started with, I'm trying to feel, I don't think I started with a collage on this. I think I started with paint and then put another like lighter color paint, like a beige or something on top of it. Oh, I have a little bit of collage. That's a piece of collage, but not the whole thing. And then with the stenciling and the flowers and the birds, yeah, just very different. Like a lot to these pages. Beauty is in the art. Yep. This was from October 2015. inspired by Stephanie Schust. Whoever that is, I don't recall. Okay, when there were, no. When, how does this go? When the quiet paint their words are loud. That's how it goes. When the quiet paint their words are loud. Fun stuff. And again, the texture of it is just so much texture. So much. Okay, that was October. Oh, that was Past the Brush. That was on, honoring Bob Ross. That was on Zoom, not Zoom, Periscope as well. I knew I had, I remember this page. I remember I had a bunch of just cut out sayings or phrases, and I wanted to use them. I had them all cut up in a little plastic thing. I'm like, I'm going to use them. And I did. Yep. That's from, some of it, the background's from 2014, and then the top layers is from 2015. The back must be from the class with Diane Reevely. Look at this. Oh my gosh. June 2015. And this is a stamp. I don't know if it's a Julie Nutting stamp. And onto a piece of tissue, yellow tissue paper that was, matte medium on here. But again, I did a lot with just paint. I started with paint. There's not collage here because this is smooth. I don't remember doing it, but I like it. Oh, this one was interesting. This was a page where I didn't like what was there, and I wanted to cover it up, and I ended up using a stencil with this, that fiber paste, and I put silver in it. I don't know. That was one of those pages. One of those pages I like, but I don't like, This was in March of 2015. So this is with paste and a stencil. Yep. A lot of paint as well. Some stamping. Oh, this is fun. This you can tell is definitely Diane Reevely. This is her stamp, which I have somewhere close by to me, but I don't see it at the moment. But anyways, yeah, so a face, and I put a little bit of tulle as her hat. I have buttons and circles and birds and lots of color. Lots of color. That was February 2015. Oh, this was my Marilyn Monroe page, or pages, my spread. I had gotten a calendar of Marilyn Monroe, and I'm like, I'm going to use that. And this is what I did. So this just it started, there's roses behind her head, and then there's her, and I have the flowers, the hearts. There's a image from a magazine. Yep. Lots of fun. Lots of layers. More roses in the background here. I don't know if my mind would think like that at this point. I don't know that it would. Well, this is another one of my favorites. I love this. So here's the image, and I used, these were also images from a magazine, bracelets, I think, and I cut a hole in it so her head would go up through it like it's a hat. And look at these fun circles. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say that they're just paint. I don't remember doing them, but I'm sure I used maybe a Posca paint pen around each of the shapes and then smeared it with my finger. Yep. Got lots of stuff going on here. So much stuff. Oh my gosh. This one is collaged. I can feel the collaging underneath. So again, lots of layers. Oh my gosh, I did this at Cozy Crop House in May of 2015. This was with Diane Reevely, which was fun. She sent around magazines and she told us to cut out some images and didn't tell us why, and then we ended up making this. It was fun. It was fun. Oh, this is another favorite page of mine. It's pink. That's probably why, right? But this was from September of 2014, and just lots of paints and sprays and splatters and stamps. Oh, just fun stuff. Fun stuff. Oh my gosh. This was back in the, if anybody remembers the Crazy Island Family Facebook group with Claudia Rossi. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This was during that period of time. If I'm not mistaken. It might have started a little before that, but yeah, basically, yeah. And this is another favorite page. Lots of stamping. This is drips of some sort of a silver ink or something. The Dina Wakley birds, some washi. Lots of color in the background. Again, I don't feel any collaging. So that's paint. Maybe that's what I need to do, is start my pages with more paint. This was like an everything page. This was a 2014. That's nothing. Oh, this is another favorite. Oh my gosh, I love this page. Or this spread. Oh my gosh. So textured. Right? So textured. I can't, there's like collaging, there's paint, there's stamps, there's circles, there's washi, there's everything on here. We have the enamel dots. Just awesomeness. Oh, I wish you could feel it. I wish you could feel it. And that's probably the last page that I'll share. The rest of them are just like, oh, this was one we did with Diane Reevely. So it was great because she took pages, folded them, glued it to the page next to it, and created pockets. So that was a fun little thing that we did with her. Yep, and then you can see we used her sprays and her stencils and stuff. Yeah, that was fun. So that would have been, well, I'm going to say it was 2014 probably. But anyway, so that is my first Dylusions journal. And, you know, I considered it done long ago, even though there's still a couple pages that aren't finished. But I have two other, I don't know how I started two other Dylusions journals, but I have two other ones that I have several pages done in each. If you would like to see those, let me know. They would be, you know, newer work, which you could definitely tell the difference. I'm really liking this, adding all of this color. I wonder what paints I used. Probably Dina Wakley, back when they had the white tubes. Remember those? Yeah. But that's it. So be sure to go check out Christina's Shack. She is an awesome, awesome, awesome lady. Yeah. Very, 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 very kind. And yeah, I like Christina a lot. So thanks so much for being here, everybody. I'll see you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.